All right, everybody. I thought I had to do a video talking about the number one question I get every single summer. Brad, why doesn't it rain at my house? Why does the rain always go around my house? People have all kinds of crazy theories. It's the lake, it's I-77, it's a tree, it's a nuclear plant, it's a mountain. And trust me, all those things could have some influence on your weather, but it's not the reason that the rain is going around you. So I thought I'd take tonight to do a video to kind of explain the probably handful of reasons why it seems like the rain always goes around your house. All right, to help explain why it seems like the rain always goes around your house, I have a simple map of our viewing area. So this is just a general map. I've got a handful of coffee beans. The thing you got to remember about summer thunderstorms is that they're scattered. By their very nature, they just randomly occur. It's kind of like watching the little bubbles bubble up on the bottom of a pot when you boil it. So if there's a 30% chance of a pop-up shower or thunderstorm, it's like taking a handful of coffee beans and just dropping them on the map. Now, somebody got some, but a lot of areas missed out. And every single day, you clean it off and you start again. Now, if I were to do this several times, drop more coffee beans on here, even if I didn't drop them as high, I just throw them on the map, I throw one there, and they just happily ran like I'm throwing down dice, you can see a lot of areas will get hit again, some areas will get missed, but it's totally random. All right, reason number 2 is a lot of people use horrible radar apps. Now you gotta understand, if you're using a free radar app, the radar you're looking at is not real time and it's old. It's called composite radar. So here's an example of composite radar we show on TV sometimes for wider views. Notice that it looks like it's raining a whole lot here, but guess what? This is actually what it looks like with the high-res real-time radar. Notice it actually counts down to the actual minute. This updates once a minute as opposed to composite radar, which updates anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. So it's not real-time radar that you're looking at on your phone. Here's another great example of composite radar. Notice how smooth it is and how much rain it looks like. It's like it's raining almost all over Anson County. But guess what? Real-time high-resolution radar tells a different story. This is what it looks like. So there's a big difference between the radar that you can use on your phone and that is available to most meteorologists, honestly. And if you are gonna look at real radar, pay for it. RadarScope is a great app. It will show you real-time radar that's much better than most of the free radar people are looking at on their phone. One of the things I think people misread, especially when trying to look at radar, is they think a storm just forms and it keeps moving on forever at that same intensity. Well, that's not the way afternoon storms work in the summer. They quickly pop up and become mature, but then in about 10 to 15 minutes, they actually dissipate unless new storms form on their outflow or around the mature storm. So to get a storm over your house, you actually need it to form over your house. It's not gonna form a county away and move at you. So if you see storms on radar, it's not likely they're gonna head your way unless new storms can form. Okay, so last but maybe not least, the other thing to remember is even if you were to get rain every couple of days at your house, in the summer, it's 90 degrees every day, 37 days of 90 plus. The sun is up for 14 to 15 hours a day. Evaporation is about 5 to 6 times what it is during the winter time. So even if you get rain, 3 days later with 90-degree July sunshine, your yard, your garden is gonna dry out. So even with rain every couple of days, the chances of your yard staying moist in the summer is close to 0. So that's just a couple of the reasons why it seems like the rain always misses your house. And it's only a summer thing, which is kind of weird, because in the fall, winter, and spring, I never hear this. And oh, by the way, you're not alone. I literally hear this from every single city in our viewing area. If you were to hear some of the comments I get, you'd think that we were in a massive drought across the Carolinas. I hope that explains a little bit of the reasons why it's hit or miss. It's kind of a weird thing. I have a garden, I have a lawn. It happens to me too. I'd love to get rain every day, but that's just not the way Mother Nature works in the summer.